Welcome to Soaps HQ. I'm Sophia with the latest soap spoilers and update. Let's go. We've got some huge Days of Our Lives news to talk about today. And believe me, you don't want to miss this one. We're going to see a beloved Salem icon put retirement rumors to rest once and for all. A dangerous mission that could change everything for Leo, and the mystery surrounding Gwen becoming even more intense. Plus, Philip is refusing to back down. Kristen and EJ finally have an honest conversation, and there are several storylines that are about to collide in a big way. Hi everyone, I'm Sophia, and welcome back to Soaps HQ, your home for all the latest Days of Our Lives news, spoilers, theories, and breakdowns. If you love Salem as much as I do, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and join our amazing community, because we're here every day talking about all the biggest twists and turns. Now let's get right to it, because this week's headlines are giving us both exciting real-life news and some very dramatic spoilers. And honestly, I think the writers are setting up several storylines that are going to explode over the next few weeks. Let's start with the biggest breaking news outside the show. One of the greatest legends in soap opera history, Deidre Hall, has officially shut down retirement rumors. I know a lot of fans have been wondering whether Marlena's time in Salem was coming to an end after celebrating such an incredible milestone. But thankfully, that's not happening. Deidre recently confirmed that she has absolutely no plans to retire. In fact, she joked that she'll keep showing up as long as her studio keycard still opens the gate. I absolutely love that attitude. Honestly, I can't imagine Days of Our Lives without Marlena Evans. She's one of the pillars of this show. Whether she's saving someone's life, exposing a villain, helping her family through another crisis, or somehow surviving one of Salem's impossible situations, Marlena always feels like the emotional heart of the series. And I'm sure a lot of longtime fans feel exactly the same way. She also mentioned she'd still love to win another daytime Emmy. And after everything she's contributed to daytime television over the past 5 decades, I'd love to see that happen. Now let's jump into everything happening in Salem. As we move toward the end of the week, we're going to see Leo become more desperate than ever. His race to reach Alemania isn't just another adventure. It feels like there's real urgency behind every decision he's making. I'm expecting Leo to find himself in far more danger than he realizes. His instincts usually get him into trouble before they get him out of it. And I wouldn't be surprised if this mission turns into one of the biggest stories of the summer. Meanwhile, Chad continues working with Rafe as the search for Gwen becomes even more serious. This storyline has really caught my attention. Every new clue seems to create even more questions instead of answers. Chad keeps digging deeper, Rafe refuses to give up. And Leo's growing panic suggests that whatever happened to Gwen may be much worse than anyone expected. Personally, I don't think we've heard the full story yet. I'm starting to wonder if someone we've completely overlooked is connected to Gwen's disappearance. Salem always loves surprising us with twists that nobody sees coming. And I have a feeling another shocking reveal is right around the corner. We're also going to see Abe and Theo share a touching surprise with Lexi. I always enjoy these family-centered moments because they remind us why Days has remained so popular for generations. The emotional scenes often end up being just as memorable as the big mysteries and shocking betrayals. Over on the DiMera front, Kristen and EJ finally sit down for an unusually honest conversation. Now, let's be honest. How often do Honesty and the DiMera family actually stay in the same room for very long? Not often. That's exactly why I'm watching this storyline so closely. Even if they're telling each other the truth for the moment, I fully expect new secrets to surface before long. This family simply cannot stay away from drama. Meanwhile, Javi and Gus begin discussing their future together. This could become a very meaningful storyline, depending on where the writers decide to take it. Relationships on Days are never simple, and every major conversation seems to open the door to brand new complications. Now let's talk about Joy and Alex. Joy delivers an impossible demand that could completely reshape their relationship. This is one of those moments where I honestly feel for Alex. No matter what decision he makes, someone is probably going to get hurt. But I also understand Joy's perspective. Sometimes people reach a point where they simply can't keep waiting for someone else to make up their mind. I expect this ultimatum to create ripple effects that last well beyond this week. Another huge storyline centers on Philip. Philip continues fighting to clear his name, and despite all the accusations, he refuses to stop defending himself. Gabby remains skeptical, and I completely understand why. Trust has been broken so many times in Salem that believing anyone isn't exactly easy anymore. Still, I wouldn't be surprised if Philip eventually proves there's much more going on behind the scenes than we've been led to believe. Looking ahead, several longer-term stories are also building momentum. Marlena continues putting pressure on EJ, and those scenes are always entertaining because neither one is willing to back down. Xander and Sarah are slowly finding common ground again, although I wouldn't call their future secure just yet. Tate and Holly continue rebuilding their relationship, and I know many fans are rooting for them to finally find some happiness. Chad and Belle keep pushing their investigation forward, and every answer seems to uncover another mystery instead. And then there's Kristen. If history has taught us anything, it's that Kristen never stays quiet for long. Every time things appear to settle down, she finds another way to shake up Salem, and I honestly expect that pattern to continue. Overall, I think the biggest story to watch is still Gwen's disappearance. Everything seems connected. Leo's desperate journey, Chad's investigation, Rafe's search, and several other characters moving behind the scenes all feel like pieces of one much larger puzzle. I'm really excited to see how the writers bring all these stories together. And on top of that, hearing that Deidre Hall isn't planning to leave the show anytime soon is fantastic news for longtime fans. Marlena remains one of the greatest characters in daytime television, and Salem simply wouldn't be the same without her. So what do you think? Do you believe Gwen is actually in danger, or is another surprise twist coming? Can Philip finally clear his name? Will Joy's ultimatum change Alex forever? And what do you think Leo is going to find before this mission is over? Let me know all your predictions down in the comments because I love reading your theories. If you enjoyed today's spoiler roundup, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Soaps HQ, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Days of Our Lives breaking news, spoilers, rumors, and weekly previews. You can also follow Soaps HQ for daily soap opera updates, spoiler discussions, character breakdowns, and all the biggest Salem headlines throughout the week. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time with even more Days of Our Lives news and spoilers. Until then, take care everyone.